This is Open Finals Day of Reining's OG event, and still its most prestigious, the National Reining Horse Association Futurity, for 3-year-olds making their big-time debut. Their journey here for Italians, Leonardo Arcese and his father Eleuterio, member of the NRHA Hall of Fame, began more than 40 years ago.
We went to the Porterama in Toronto, where we met the first Reiners. I remember we met Bob Loomis, Dick Pieper, Guy Gauthier. This was probably, I think it was Bill Horn. It was in 1984. So as soon as we met these people, we realized that Reining was much more fun.
Since then, the Arceses have won more NRHA Open Futurities than anybody. Mr. Arcese says passion and a little luck have been their secret.
Per me è un po' di fortuna e la grande passione.
Leonardo credits his father's tenacity.
We went through many horses, not everyone was successful, but he's never give up. We want to continue always to look for a better one.
And this year, their hopes are pinned on a stallion named Bellissimo, out of the Arcese's great mare, America's Next Gun model. In 2012, Casey Deary of Weatherford, Texas, rode her to his first NRHA Futurity Championship for the Arceses, despite trying to keep them from buying her.
He told my father, no, this mare is not for sale, because Casey, he was scared, he was worried, my father was going to buy the horse to give it to another trainer. So no, so my father said, he went to the wife, to Nicole, and made the deal with Nicole. But Nicole, she's a smart lady, and so they make the contract, they were selling only if the mare she was staying with Casey.
13 years later, maybe a lucky number and maybe not, here they all are again. And it's been a bumpy futurity for Bellissimo and Casey. Things did indeed look most beautiful for the stallion, whose name means just that in Italian, after a stellar first round and the high score, a 225. But in the semis, the wheels came off the wagon. One bobble, then another, drained the score for Casey and Bellissimo down to a 213. It was a gut punch. But thanks to math and the luck Mr. Arcese says you need in this sport, they have just enough points to squeak into the championship final. On that night in OKC's brand new Coliseum, call it luck or something much bigger, Casey and Bellissimo draw the coveted 30th spot in the final. So they're the last horse and rider pair to slide into the spotlight. Casey is already tied for first with a 226.5 on his second horse, but he makes his third and final run on Bellissimo, having learned some lessons from their devastating 213 in the semis. As the ride builds, there's redemption in the air, and this savvy futurity crowd knows it. Casey and Bellissimo find their footing, and the points begin to add up. But to how much? Announcer Brian Lookabill makes everybody wait to find out.
Judges' scores are in. Casey's waiting with anticipation, and he just hopes I'll get that score out quick. Stop waiting. 231 1/2. That's your winner. What a great effort for Casey Deary, and you can understand the emotion in that man's face.
Yeah, this is such a special horse, but he's challenged me because he's so physical and he's so responsive and quiet all at the same time. So I have to challenge him and encourage him, but then he explodes. There's so much ability there. Maybe a guy like Sean or Andrea would have been able to sneak around it, but he's been the struggle for me.
At this point in your career, though, there's always something new to learn, a new horse, a new challenge.
Yeah, this was, in my mind, God orchestrated this whole deal to keep me humble. It'd be real easy for me to take credit for building that horse. But time after time, he knocks me down to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to.
So Tell me what that is.
I'm supposed to share the love of Christ with everybody here. In the way I live, in the way my kids live, in the way the horses ride. That's my job. And when I get too proud, it's easy for him to knock me down.
This is that horse that was teaching you.
He's definitely been a teacher.
That makes this moment even sweeter, richer.
Absolutely. Absolutely, and it's great to have a family like the Arceses that believe in me and let me do whatever I need to do to make it happen, and a wife that never lets up.
Has been challenged all year, like we know this horse, how good he was, like he was never able to put all together, but tonight he finally made it.
So in the first go, you thought, wow, great. The second go, woo, and then you were sweating it because he almost didn't make the fight.
Yeah, like, but he's still, we know how much talent he is, like he's still young, like he was, no, we are really proud, we are really happy. Like.
This is why you never give up, right?
Exactly.
So passion, tenacity, and faith combine to add another chapter in the NRHA Futurity legacy of the Deering and Arcese families, with a record-breaking first-place paycheck to help build the next chapter in their Reining story.